Welcome to Indianapolis. It's time for the final qualifying session of the season. The championship already crowned, of course, already 2 races ago. As we now see drivers hitting the track here in Indy for the first time in the ChampCar World Series. The 10 of Akari Lopez, first man out on the track. I'm joined by the head of Solar Entertainment himself.
It's the good old, how look at myself, the, screw, wait, hold on, I need to make up a name, hold on.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure.
Hold on, I need to make up a name, hold on.
Alright.
I need to be
Look at the 9 of Hiker World then, as we're
it's,
trying to figure out a name.
It's Stingray Rob, trust, it's Stingray Rob.
Yeah, no, we're not going with that. We're just not gonna refer to you by name, but by number. So yeah, Casanova Cornwell, this man's brother, Chris Cornwell, joining us up here in the booth. Yep. And also here, another FG Series driver. Of course, Chaos Andale, race winner with Trackhouse Racing.
God! You finally get to hear my voice after like a season in FG.
In any case,
the most annoying,
here we go then, for a hot lap.
In the FG Series.
For a hot lap then, with Akari Lopez going quite a bit wide coming through the opener. Down onto the back stretch. On board with Akari in that 10 car. Trying to get his way through the traffic. It's not going to be easy. It's only 10 minutes left in this 12-minute long qualifying session. This will be the first lap set all day as Mario with the fastest opener. Cloquet driving for Trackhouse Racing. Andale, how was your time at Trackhouse throughout the past FG Series season?
It was, I don't think I can say this on TV, but it was like really bad because I was probably gonna go to Red Bull or something, but I just had to pick any, didn't I?
Yeah, it was.
But major props to Gabriel Lombardin for like winning that championship. I mean, he's got it like really good. He's got that, you know, fast car. He's basically better than me. I'm sorry, it's my first time on public TV.
Well, it's a good thing that we are.
we know he's
It's a good thing we're looking at Akari Lopez punching in his first lap time, a fellow Filipino champion. Of course, he goes straight to the top of the 1 minute 15.102. That's the benchmark. Shen going 3.4 seconds down in that 33 car. Cloquet in the 22. Barely even behind him. Ica World, a 10th of a second down on Akari. Hart, less than a 10th. Ponte punching in a lap time that's barely even a half a thousandth of a second down on Akari, but still, the Power Motorsport man with the class of the field. Kimi Nyla punching in the exact same time, going second. Vita Alves went third there. Let's watch the series champion, Chris Cornwell in the 96.
Okay, go on, Chris Cornwell. Go on, Chris Cornwell. I still hate you, but
it's brotherly love up in the commentary box, coming out of the final corner then with that 96 to the line, and he goes fourth. He's in front of Akari, but that's because we've had lap times come in from guys in front of him as well. Sir Carrera going fifth. Lam Thong now with the fastest time. Bron Nanimates behind him with Sims in third. But that lap time from the 96, not too bad. Only 56 hundredths of a second behind the Dragon Racing number 73's best effort. Christian Bentley in the 32. Not going too quickly. Dominic Vanselao. Oh my goodness, he's gone fastest with a 1 minute 15.016.
Okay, who gave Dominic Vanselao cocaine?
I do have something to say. With like,
can't say that.
With like,
oh god damn it!
With experience from Chris Cornwell back in the Formula Renault 3.5 series, he did win that championship but I was I was on a flying lap there. I think Chris Cornwell he's already got the championship already in his hands. There's no need for this race for him to win. He's already got the whole championship in his hand. He's probably already won it.
Indeed.
Yeah, he has already won it.
Akari is out on the track, by the way, guys, with Ponte and Cloquet for their outlaps with 6.5 minutes to go left in the session. These drivers likely only going to get one more flying lap if they opt to stay out. If they want to come in, well, they really are only going to get one. They'll get two if they stay out. Got a lot of drivers on outlaps. Cornwell dove down into the pits there. Let's take a look at Akari rounding that monumental final corner. Not even the final corner, it's the mid part of the track. Why do I think it's the final? But yeah, it's the part of the track that sends you down this run through the infield.
Who the hell? Chris Cornwell, if you don't get pole, you are a disappointment to the whole family.
Well, as it stands, he's coming out of the pits. He's going to go for an outlap. Cloquet is going to be
funny if Chris Cornwell just got slammed into
Cloquet is going to be the first man to set a hot lap, their second hot lap, coming to the line then. Let's watch on board with the Trackhouse man, and that is not a great place to come out there. That's Christian Bentley. He's being held up by, in that 32 car. Lets him go, but that is going to compromise the 22's lap. If he met him going down the straight, that would have been an amazing toe to get.
Christian Bentley doing a favour for Chris Cornwell's former F3 Series teammate, managing to hold up Matteo Cosquet.
Well, there are probably better drivers to hold up in that case. Considering he's driving for Sims Racing and going for the Constructors' Championship today, I'd argue holding up Chris Cornwell would actually be quite the strategical play for the Sims driver. Vance Lau, I think he's going to be the last man to set a lap here. As it stands, I actually think a lot of these guys, if they can charge up the turbo, use some more push to pass, make sure that that's all set up, they could get 2 laps here if they don't come in. If they do come into the pits, that will likely end their session. As we now have 4.5 minutes to go. Let's see. Cloquet rounding the final corner. What's that time going to be for the 22? And he doesn't improve. He's still down in 20th. And the same for Akari, still stuck in 7th. That's probably because of all of that traffic. It's going to be harder to go faster. Looking at the series champion then, as he's coming through the second sector, Chris Cornwell. You know, this track's got a lot of medium speed corners now that you see it in full. The first time we're running on this layout here in Indy. Flies back down, coming through the banking. Perez has punched in a 5th place lap time. Let's take a listen.
What was I gonna I was gonna say something, but now I forgot. For God's sake. Okay, wait, no, I remember. Yeah, you're gonna want to expect a lot from Chris Cornwell. He's, oh no, not there. They've made history as first person to win a championship in 2 different series, and if I'm correct, also the first person to win 4 in a row.
Let's see if that record-breaking streak continues as he comes across the line. What's it gonna be? He's still stuck in 10th. No improvements from anyone other than Matthew Antonio. The 89 is currently making it a KV Racing 1-2. Getting a really shaking up qualifying order then today with 2 minutes left on the clock. Cloquet and Akari are both down into the pits.
That's not going to be
Are they going to throw him out onto the track immediately? Yes. Immediately back on track for Akari. And if there's no yellow flags, this will be his outlap for his final flying lap. We've got a lot of action down in the pit lane. What can you say about this, Chaos?
Well, I don't know much about ChampCar because, you know, this is my this is my first time in the ERL. Well, that's not really much of that.
Oh, you had some testing really with Trackhouse.
Yeah, testing with Trackhouse. When they didn't approve, that was just like me in the testing of in the Trackhouse car. I didn't approve. I was still stuck in 7th, but when we got to the race in Spain, I won that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it felt like a redemption day, but at testing, I felt like really down because Tam wasn't there, and Tam's my cousin. I always stay near my cousin.
That's a bit freaky, but okay.
We're just
the KV's coming down into the pits.
Hold on. We're just gonna ignore the fact that Casanova still doesn't have a seat for next season. I think
your brother set up a team though, so it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Just write something to Chris, and maybe you can get that seat in APC.
And just break into his house, just like, hey, give me a seat.
All right then, it's time to watch the first of the final flying laps. Akari Lopez to the line then, just coming out with the perfect timing there with Matthew Hart. Gonna try and keep it clean with the 21. You can see the rear wing opening up with attack mode.
Speaking of, I always pick the wrong time to speak. Speaking of Hart, Eddie, Eddie Hart, my teammate back in Trackhouse. I don't think he was like as good as his brother, because his brother was like better than him. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
This is some.
Really
you want to start first because it means you've got the other 23 drivers starting behind you type insight. Akari's coming into the final sector then. This is going to be the first of the laps where the track should be at its fastest then. Coming through the final sector. It's going to be stuck behind one of the track houses there. I think that is Rai Franke in front of him.
Someone tell Chaos Anthony.
And the clock strikes 0. No one else is going to set a lap. That's bad news for a lot of these guys who are on their outlap. Cornwall's not going to set another lap time. What is this? For Akari, it's 12th. Can't improve.
Oh.
Cornwall
no power motors
can't even get another lap in. As it stands, Dominic Vancelau is going to start on pole.
Took the fuck along.
And it's going to be a KV Racing 1-2. Ponce goes quickest. Antonio Ponce. For a Team Penske team who have struggled all season, shows the team exactly what they're made of. He goes quickest. A lot of lap times though falling in. Ike is stuck in 15th place. What's it going to be for Devin Butler coming to the line? He's still 7th. Lam Fong doing what he can. Perez to the line. He's still 9th. Lam Fong rounding the final corner. What does the 73 have to say? And what has been one of the most chaotic qualifying sessions all season. He's still 4th. Sims will be the penultimate man to the line. He moves up to 6th, rather. An unbelievable qualifying session here in Indianapolis. And for Antonio Ponce, it's his first career pole position with Vancelau in 2nd. Matthias Antonio 3rd for a KV Racing 2-3. Lam Fong 4th from Zenzo, Sims, Nyla, Butler, Bron Nanomates, Guillermo Perez, Chris Cornwell, and Matthew Hart, the top 12. To see
Chris Cornwell, you bum.
To see the dominator of the season outside of the top 10, I think that's the first time all season that's happened. Sir Carrera, 13th from Akari Lopez and Vicer Alves. Then it's Ray Shen, Ica World, Ahmed Cilia, Dominic Hudson, Rai Franke, Francis Austin, Daniel Ortega, Mario Kroske, and Christian Bentley. We often see qualifying quite well, just couldn't quite get to grips with this track. And we'll start last. Well, 12 minutes to qualify. A truncated qualifying session. In fact, in most races, we do get the full 30 minutes. But the ERL opting to just see how 12 minutes goes, to see how much the track will evolve in that time. And as we've seen, it really matters if you can get that last lap in. So many drivers weren't able to set a final flying lap. They were stuck on that out lap as they came to the checker. Guys?
Well, the full 30 minutes of qualifying is the most crucial part of every qualifying. I need to shut the fuck up. Okay,
yes,
I'm gonna
you should. You should.
Come on, guys.
I'm gonna
guys, be civil.
Sorry,
No,
I'm sorry.
No, it's impossible to be civil with Casanova Cornwell and Chaos Andale in the commentary box. You should know this.
Well, that's
that's
something we'll keep in mind. That is surely something that we will keep in mind.
No, hang on.
So, what was I going to say? Hold on, my name's on pole again.
Let me say something first. It's impossible to be civil.
It's Ponte on pole, of course, getting his first ever pole position in this series.
Commentary box.
In his rookie campaign as well. Think about that.
I mean, of course, when you don't have the hype driver Chris Cornwell just dominating qualifying, it does actually get pretty interesting.
To be fair, Chris was struggling throughout all of that session. You know, you rarely even saw him in the top 5. That was not quite what we often see, but I'm sure there's a high likelihood that it's going to all come back to him on race day.
They might do bad, but at least they on Ico World.
Yeah. I mean, those two actually separated by 4 cars today. Sorry, 6 cars. But it was a very close qualifying session. Antonio Ponte, however, 2 tenths up on the rest of the pack, with the spread between 2nd all the way down to 23rd only being 5 tenths of a second. In fact, Franca and Austin set the exact same lap time between the Trackhouse and Andretti drivers. And there's only a 10th between Lopez and Alves as well. This has to be one of the closest qualifying sessions we've had quite some time in the ERL. And that makes the upcoming Indianapolis Grand Prix just that little more sweeter. That will be here on Spark Plug Motorsport. We will see you guys next time then when the ERL returns.
Yeah.